When you first rise in the morning, tell yourself, I will encounter busybodies, ingrates, egomaniacs, liars, the jealous, and cranks. They are all stricken with these afflictions because they don't know the difference between good and evil. Because I have understood the beauty of good and the ugliness of evil, I know that these wrongdoers are still akin to me, and that none can do me harm or implicate me in ugliness, nor can I be angry at my relatives or hate them, for we are made for cooperation. Marcus Aurelius. When we wake up in the morning, we should remember that we might come across people who seem difficult to handle, like those who gossip, don't show gratitude, are self-centered, lie, feel envious, or are just hard to deal with. But why do they behave this way? According to Marcus Aurelius, it's because they lack a clear understanding of what's right and wrong, or good and evil. Marcus realized that because he grasped the distinction between good and evil, he could perceive that even these troublesome individuals shared some similarities with him. None of them could genuinely harm him or drag him into their negativity. Through his example, he motivates us to follow him, realizing that there's no need to hold on to anger or hate, even when dealing with issues with our own family members, for we are made to cooperate. This insight motivates us to grow in a more fulfilling life and possibly respond with patience, forgiveness, and empathy when faced with people who sometimes act in ways that don't align with our values. You have been formed of 3 parts: body, breath, and mind. Of these, the first 2 are yours insofar as they are only in your care. The third alone is truly yours. Marcus Aurelius. Envision yourselves as a triad: body, breath, and mind. While our bodies can be afflicted by illness and our breath might falter, our minds stand resolute. They're the epicenter of our thoughts and understanding. Unlike the body and breath, our minds remain within our dominion until the journey's close. Just as we care for our bodies, it's imperative to nurture our minds. It's an entity that's uniquely ours, sculpting our encounters and enhancing our holistic well-being. In these facets of our existence, each element contributes, but it's our minds that conduct the symphony of our being. When it comes to money, where we feel our clear interest, we have an entire art where the tester uses many means to discover the worth. Just as we give great attention to judging things that might steer us badly. But when it comes to our own ruling principle, we yawn and doze off, accepting any appearance that flashes by without counting the cost. Epictetus. Back then, making sure the money we received was real required a lot of effort. The ancient Greeks had a word, dokimatzein, which meant checking the quality of something, like testing if a piece of metal was genuine. Merchants had skills to test coins by throwing them against hard surfaces and listening to the sound they made. Even today, we might unconsciously rub a bill between our fingers or hold it up to the light to make sure it's not counterfeit. It's interesting how much attention we give to confirming the reality of money, which is basically a creation of society. For instance, one assumption is that having a lot of money automatically means we're wealthy, but the fact might state otherwise. The point being made here is that we should apply the same level of scrutiny to our thoughts and beliefs as we do testing money. Epictetus said that the most important job of a philosopher moving forward to a fulfilling life is to carefully examine and separate appearances from reality. This means not blindly accepting things that haven't been tested or verified. Believe me, it's better to produce the balance sheet of your own life than that of the grain market. Seneca. We can become really skilled at our jobs or even excel at hobbies we secretly wish were our jobs, like predicting outcomes in sports, knowing trivial details about famous people, solving complex financial markets, or even researching how clergy members in the 13th century maintained their hygiene. But at some point, we might not fully understand our own lives, the way we live, the patterns we follow, the habits we have. Seneca wrote this as a reminder to his father-in-law, who used to oversee Rome's grain supply, that after losing his position due to politics, he now has the chance to focus on understanding his own thoughts and feelings. In simple terms, Seneca reminds us that while expertise in various outside matters can be helpful, our own lives deserve our utmost attention. The record of our life, the experiences we've had, the lessons we've learned, holds more value than any external trivia for a more fulfilling life. Tantalus. The highest power is thyestes. No power if you desire nothing. Seneca. In our own modern world, our encounters with authority and control have taken on a different form compared to ancient times. We often find ourselves in situations where we submit to someone's power, not necessarily because we are forced to, but because we desire something in return. We adjust how we appear or suppress our true opinions because we want to belong to a particular group. We endure harsh critics or difficult people simply for the sake of seeking their approval. In these scenarios, the power they hold over us exists because of our desires. Similarly, when it comes to money, if we change our wants, priorities, and not be overly focused on money, we can break free from their control. This wisdom teaches us that desiring money too much makes us controlled by those who have it. Indifference to money, as Seneca said, makes us free from its power, leading to a more fulfilling life for ourselves. Above all, we need to remember that achieving a more fulfilling life begins with our mindset, supported by our actions. Without both, it becomes challenging. Again, we are powerful quote. We believe in your potential to create a fulfilling life within you. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.